Okay, I'm going to use the Model 20 to demonstrate going after a coin in an area where it's been heavily hit with metal detectors and very slim pickings. To give you an idea of what the scope can do. Now, the first thing I do is bring out the antenna system to a comfortable length. I tune up my scope by putting a piece of silver off to about 30 degrees to my right. I'm right-handed. I sweep and make sure that the hit is right on. And what you do is use the discriminating knob or tuning knob. Set your Model 20 in the silver mode. Make sure that both mode switches and the on-off switch are on. That everything's correct on the scope, and get comfortable, just like you practice at home before you come out in the field. And that's what you ought to do. Once you get out in the field, you should have a pretty good idea how you're going to approach this. In this particular case, I'm going to take half the yard and sweep it from left to right, then from right to left, to see if I can pick up any hits. If I can get some hits where I can triangulate into the area, I brought some yellow rope with me to lay out there, because I want you to see just how it's done. And this is no stage job. This is right here on site, and we're doing a live camera action of how I use the scope. Whatever we get, and whatever we don't get, we don't get. And believe me, sometimes we don't get anything. But this is a pretty good area. There's still coins in here, and we're gonna try to do it without having to cut the camera and get it all down in one shot, so that you Model 20 users or any scope users, whether you're using the mini scope, the Model 20 simulator, any one of you scopists or scopers out in the field, get a chance to get out there and use the equipment and see what you can come up with. So right now, let me turn around here, get the camera resituated, because I'm going to sweep. But before we do that, let me take a sweep from left to right. You might have to freelance this to get a general idea of what's going on. I'm going to bring the scope across in this direction. Now, as you see, I'm going from left to right, and I'm not receiving anything. I've taken 4 sweeps down through here. Sometimes it takes a little more. I'm going to go 5, 6 sweeps down through. I know my scope well enough to know that that's pretty clean down in that area there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a new area and start coming across with my scope. You can go from left to right, right to left. It doesn't make a difference here. And this area here seems to still be pretty clean, and I'm getting a nice smooth ride right through. Now, if I can get the camera to come out here in the front here, I'm going to do another section. I thought possibly I might be able to get, this looks like a pretty good area down in here, but I'm not receiving anything, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. So this area's all been done, and like I say, this is up to you how you like to use the scope. Usually, normally, I come out, I usually sweep from right to left. I guess because of the camera and the way it was set up, I thought it would be better you get a better idea. I was going from left to right. But anyways, this area is completed for me, and I'm going to start a new section and come across and looking for a hit. And now I'm starting to pick up a little bit of action here. And I got a direction, and what I'm going to use right now to get my direction down is a tree that's right out in front of me here. There's numerous trees out there, but this tree here seems that the hit's going right towards it or right through it. Now, I don't know how far out it is. It could be 2 feet away, it could be 100 feet away, until I triangulate. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a right angle and triangulate this hit. Now, excuse me, before I do that, I'm going to take this rope and put it out, because I want to give you an idea of what's going on here. We can get into an area here and see if we can make a recovery. This will give you some real good ideas. And this is not easy to do live. I mean, after all, you never know what you're going to get when you're treasure hunting, and if anything can go wrong, it will. But I'm usually pretty good on coin hunting with the scope and cache hunting both, and I'm experienced, so we'll see what we can do. we'll put out this rope. Okay, this is my primary line. Now that I've got my primary line down, I took it all the way to the end of the yard because I have no idea what distance we're talking about here. Now what I'm going to do is go up, use a right angle. I'm going to go up about 30 foot, shoot across my primary line. I know this area has been cleaned over here to my left, so I don't have to be concerned about coins being in there or anything that's pulling my scope. Go across my primary line, get down in or get an area, get this camera situated down in here where we can get the metal detector working and see if we can make a recovery. So I'm up here on my primary line, about 30 feet. See, I'm going to try to stay in view if I can. Okay. Now I'm going to sweep the area once again. Now I clean the area down in front of me, and I'm going to come up my primary line until I get a hit. And I do have a hit. It's out here. Now what you're going to have to do, camera person, is get me where I'm going down there, and I'll stop down there where the triangulation or intersection is. Right there is a good spot right there. You can see. I don't know if you'll be able to see where I'm going at, but I'll give you an idea. I don't want to turn the camera on. I want to keep it all live. I want to come down in, and I got to kind of approximate a little bit. I might have to take a little shot here as I get a little bit closer. I bring in my antenna system a little bit, make sure I still have action. I do. I have a pretty good idea where I'm at here. And I'm eyeballing this in at approximately right in here. So this is the area right here that we want to be. This is the area that we want to get our detectors working, see what we have going, and then go after whatever's in the ground. Okay, I'm going to clean some of this mess out of here. And approximately right here. Now when we're doing the film, I replaced the camera, or moved the camera to an area where we can see what's going on here. Also, while we're in here, wouldn't you believe it, we're in the middle of nowhere. There was someone that pulled up over here, and we wanted to do this without shutting the camera down. But anyways, we're in the area. I'm going to turn on the detector. I'm going to work this area right here because this is where the scope is telling me the action's at. Now, to give you a little bit better idea, what I better do is mark this. I'm going to get this big limb. Let's say we're going to go right here. Is the cross of the primary line and my right angle 30 degrees coming down into it. And the reason why I want to show you this is I want to show you that not all the time doesn't mean that the coin is going to be right here, or the cash is going to be right here, or the artifact's going to be right here. It just means this is a starting place where there might be some action and there might be something here. Now, like before, we worked the areas, and we'll work this area the same way. See if we can pick something up. Okay, right on my primary line where the cross is, as you can hear, there's nothing there, and that just tells me that I'm a little bit off. I'm trying to rush this thing, but it may not make any difference whether I rush it or not. It's just the way that I perceived it to be close to. So I'll start moving out here, and then I'll work a little bit to my left, a little bit to my right, and then I'll work a little bit behind me, because I don't know, this coin could be 2 feet behind me. But I'll work out in this direction here, because this is the, and I see the places, I can see right now there must be 6, 8 spots here where treasure hunter's been digging. Okay, I got a hit right here. Here it's a good hit. I got my. It even looks like somebody was digging here. I don't know if I can. I get the camera over here. I'll show you. It looks like somebody was actually digging here. Can you see that? Right here. You see it right here? I'll try to. Let me clear this off a little bit. Right here. It looks like somebody. Well, maybe not. Maybe it was just a deer or something. But I'm gonna clear that away. No, it looks like somebody was digging. Right here, because you can see other places that people have dug. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna dig that. There was like a little island there of dirt they didn't dig. So let's get this over. See where we're at. Maybe they just missed it. I found a barber dime here not too long ago, right next to where the detector person had dug it out, and didn't even retrieve it. It was right in the dirt. So I've seen it all. There's your hun. Looks like this wants to be stubborn. Can you believe it? Okay. There it is, right here. There it is, right here. It's a mercury dime. Right there. And so we made the recovery now.